everyone, my name is Thembi. So I'm still on the book of Exodus. I'm enjoying this book. And today I want to talk about, so Moses has been born, Moses has been kept safe, Moses has been discovered by Pharaoh's daughter, and Moses has been taken into the palace. So now Moses is in the palace, and the Egyptians are still slaves. The Israelites are still slaves to the Egyptians. And Moses this other day walks out of the palace and he's seeing from a distance an Egyptian ill-treating an Israelite, and he's not amused. So he looks around and he sees that there's no one that is looking. Perhaps he's assuming that no one is looking. And he kills that Egyptian that was abusing or that was ill-treating the Israelite. And he buries that Egyptian in the sand and goes his way. The following day, Moses is walking around and he sees two Israelites that are fighting. And he's shocked, but why are you fighting? You shouldn't do that to each other. And the Israelites, the other one who had done wrong, says, who has made you judge? Are you going to kill us like you killed the Egyptian and that you buried in the sand? And that is the reason why Moses flees and goes to Midian. Now, I want to talk on this Israelite. This Israelite is telling on Moses, according to him, Moses has done something that is wrong and is aware that is wrong. And Moses, in his thinking at that particular time, he is showing his allegiance to the Israelites, that I'm with you guys. What you're going through, I don't like. And this Israelite does not take it like that. He is looking at Moses as someone of privilege. He's coming from privilege, someone who's coming from the palace. What can he tell us? We're suffering alone here as the slaves. And Moses soon flees and goes to Midian, where of course, God, after some time, comes and visits him through the burning bush. But I want to zoom in on this friend, on this Israelite. That can you imagine having a friend like this Israelite, that when they think that you have done something wrong, you are doing everything in your power, and they think that you are doing things according to them, because you're coming from a better level than them, and they're not understanding your help that you're trying to extend to them. Now, can you imagine this Israelite years later when they see Moses coming back to Egypt and having to come and say that God has sent me to come and deliver you out of this land. And that is the time that they are finally realizing, so this has been the deliverer that we've been looking for. I played a hand in making sure that this deliverer had to come out of Egypt. Could it be this? Had I not done this, had he stayed here, could it be maybe we would have been out earlier than we now had to take longer because he had to flee and run away? How am I going to face Moses now? What am I going to say? Imagine the whole time, the uncomfortability that comes with the whole issue. The whole time he is in the wilderness, he is thinking, had I not done that? Now I've seen that this guy is good. Now I've seen that this guy was trying to take us out of that land. Now I've seen that this guy was on our side. Had I not done that? Now, in life, we do not have to go through what this Israel had to go through, the burden of guilt. In life, we have to sometimes learn these things and give people benefit of doubt. I'm calling you to a friend called Jesus Christ, that is, who will never embarrass you in front of people, who will never tell on you. If you have done something wrong, he would still tell you that what you did was wrong, but not to embarrass you, but to help you grow. I'm calling you to a Jesus that will be there for you, never look at you as if you're coming from a place of privilege, but he will understand what you're going through, the burdens. Moses, I'm sure he wanted to do something for the Israelites, but he was tired. There wasn't much he could do at that particular time. God had to speak for him to actually act, and at that particular time, God had not said anything. And he took matters into his own hands because of frustration. And someone had to tell on him, and he had to run, he had to flee, he had to be a murderer because of frustration. But someone does not appreciate that that meddling was coming from a place of frustration and not knowing what to do. I'm calling you to a Christ that will forever stand with you, no matter what happens. A Christ that even if you've done something wrong, He will find ways of speaking to you and is not going to be operating from a place of privilege.